The Revelator 2022, The Art of Revelation 2.
But that's the whole tragic point, my friends. What would I do if I could suddenly feel and to know once again that what I feel is real? I could cry, I could smile, I might lay back for a while. Tell me what would I do if I could feel?
It's the Revelator inside the haunted house. Now listen up, it's the Revelator once more, 3 years later after dropping my biography and documentary. And the very same year the God of Deeper Lyricism was written in the process. The very same year I lost everything on my way back home to the Seat of Kings after being forced to board the wrong bus, influenced by wrong parental guidance, basing choices and decisions on corrupted, religious, hypocritical choices. I did not heed to the voice of God that very day. I will never forgive myself for breaking my code in the spirit. That very moment I regret the day the high priest vision was boycotted as I walked in the valley of darkness all my life. But what could I have done? Born in a family, in a biological structure colonized by spiritual giant father figures in the spirit, and instead of hearing and heeding to the voice of God in the spirit, I suffered the worst punishment in the process for escaping a city that had been designed to reduce my spiritual capacity as the Revelator. I arrived empty-handed on the very same day in a city with the liquors of my late father, where he was defeated by devils that took over his estate in the spirit. His dreams and visions were now like a broken picture frame with many dust particles, like a treasure forgotten for many ages. I started wiping the sweat of the men who rested several years ago at Athlone Cemetery with my own hands, suffering the persecutions for reviving a house that was now covered by many demonic spider webs. I could see tears on each and every property that was heaped in the house of exile, the same house that was now gutted by a lonely spirit and soul. What would I have done in the process? The foundations of the family continued depreciating under the voice of ignorance and negligence, tormenting the progress and vision of a dead man in the very same house again that was haunted by demons. What would I have done in the process when I was the youngest of them all, and above all the last man standing to enter a restricted zone, a territory in the spirit where those of my own blood had been harassed on several occasions and defeated by unseen demons. In the process, I was given the mandate and light by the Holy Spirit to bind the same demons that had harassed my parents' marriage and caused my other brother to hit the brick walls with an iron fist that had been paralyzed by the surgery walls. Before my other brother crash landed in the spirit as a pilot, my dream was to sacrifice myself for the freedom of my own family. What would I have done in the process again when I knew I was born for this cause in the spirit? I knew my blood was like that of a lamb who laid down his life for the sake of others to survive in the spirit, in a house that had many tales of many dark mysterious secrets and many profound revelations. In the process, I suffered for God in the territory of a deceased man and an estate that had been taken over by the demons in the spirit, the haunted house.
Invincible, lyrical, miracle man, But back to the matter at hand, cause 10 years ago we all strived to be 25. Some cats didn't make it alive. Painted some stars but respect their privacy. Cop mad cars laying back in the driver's seat. Held myself down, just steering the wheel. Here I am, completed my whole record deal. What would I do if I could reach inside of me and to know how it feels to say,